The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Friday, November 18th, 5:31 right now. And I met a very special person yesterday, Steph.
Who was that?
Do you remember when I go to McDonald's in the morning, I meet this guy named Tom. He's bought me a coffee a time or two. He's just a great guy. Works at site, listens to us all the time.
Yeah, and his wife often messages when it's his birthday and asks us to wish him one.
Yeah. And so that's Tanya who messages us, and she always reacts to like our Instagram stories and everything. She's always just like building us up, making us think we're funny and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I met her yesterday. I met Tanya for the first time, and it was so fun. It's always so fun to meet people that like you haven't met before, but you've interacted with on like social media.
For sure. What'd she have to say?
Well, she said, "You suck. I'm the best." No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She loves us. She thought it was so funny. Like she thought the whole soccer thing yesterday was just the funniest thing ever, and I agree. And it was just funny. And
that was one of my favorite parts of yesterday was the whole soccer thing where Shawn was pretending to work, but I said, "Are you watching the soccer game?" and could see very clearly in the window reflection that he was, and he was like, "No."
Yeah. So we just like she just listens, and so we just recapped like kind of what we saw. I after work yesterday, I went and got a poutine over at a restaurant over here, and she was there, so we had a nice little conversation, caught up a little bit, and she's just great. I always love meeting people.
I love it. Well, hi Tanya, and thanks for listening. Gummy bears, pretty faithful candy. You can kind of know exactly what to expect when you get them. They're delicious.
Yeah, they're kind of like an alternative to a fruit snack a little bit.
Yeah. So last night I went to the grocery store and I just wanted a little treat.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't go like Kit Kat or anything?
I didn't. I did not go Kit Kat, which thank you for knowing me so well. So I went to the bulk section and I was like, I'm just going to get one little scoop of gummy bears. Just want to limit myself. And so I get this scoop of gummy bears, I pay for it, and I notice in the bag that they're a little bit different colors than normal. Like there's blue in there.
Is it like the Jelly Belly version of gummy bears where there's like all the different various flavors and stuff?
I wish that it said that they were the Jelly Belly version. I wish it said something other than just generic gummy bears that made me believe that I was going to get what gummy bears are.
Yeah.
Because the first thing I did was eat a blue one, and it was, guess what flavor?
Blue raspberry.
That's what I would have thought too, except it was watermelon.
Yum!
Awful. And why is it blue? Green and pink makes a watermelon. And then the yellow one, which I thought was going to be lemon.
Okay, yeah.
Which it usually is.
Yeah.
Was Popeye cigarette flavor.
No.
Yeah.
Did you like officially go to like a website and check that, or?
No, that's just what it tasted like, which I would also say awful, terrible surprise.
These are like gummy bears for adults. Like, cigarettes, yeah. It's got a little nicotine in it. To stop smoking, just pop in a gummy bear.
And at this point, I'm wondering, too, like, now that you mentioned Jelly Bellies, you know how you can buy that box of Bamboozled?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is either toothpaste or coconut.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like it's
one of those.
Gumboozled. Berry.
It's because you bought it from the bulk part of it. Someone was probably messing around and throwing stuff around in different ones. I never trust those.
I'm never going to again.
Steph, you and I got a big night tonight. We're going to be hosting, emceeing, whatever you want to call it, the lovely, amazing, so I've heard, ugly Christmas sweater party.
It is so much fun. I absolutely cannot wait. If you're one of the lucky people that got tickets to the sold out event, you can expect prizes, you can expect raffle tickets, 50-50 draws, and a whole lot of ugly sweaters.
Yeah, it's sold out, which is extremely fun to get everyone together again. And with hosting, it means I got to make myself presentable. Can't have the beard growing in every direction. Got to shave my bald head since it's going to be an event where I'm not going to wear a hat. There's just things that I have to do to be presentable to the public.
Right. So, have you started?
Yeah. Well, I got a little late with my head, like with manscaping a little bit and everything around and whatnot. I feel like shaving my head, I like to give it like 2 days before I go to the event.
Oh.
Just because of the way, just how dry it is and moisturizing. I feel like after shaving it, The first day, it's like kind of not aggravated, but it's like borderline, and it might be like red in some spots just from like going over it a little harsh in some spots, just not being careful.
Right.
And then so I find like the scalp heals within like a day and a half or two. And I just did it last night, so I'm cutting it close. So
Now, and you said that you moisturized as well. Is that going to make your head a little bit shiny on the stage tonight?
no, like I don't clean shave it. I don't take a straight razor, and like so it's gonna be like it'll be bald, but it'll be like prickly kind of bald.
Now, it will be acceptable, since it is an ugly Christmas sweater party, that you could wear a Santa hat if all goes badly. Like you could solve this and just make it part of your ugly sweater.
Oh, that is perfect. I'm going to put one in my back pocket and then just have it as a backup, just a prop if need be.
In case the aggravation gets too much for you.
Yeah, or if I miss like a couple spots and have streaks going everywhere.
Man, Shawn, I felt so accomplished yesterday.
Ooh, what'd you all get done? What'd you check off the list?
Checked off buying my first Christmas present.
Oh, November 18th. Is that early for you? Is that on par? What do you think?
That's pretty early for me because I usually spend so much time thinking about what the person might want that it becomes December 22nd and I haven't thought through it enough to decide what they're getting.
Yeah.
So this was like amazing.
Great work. Happy for you.
Thank you.
What'd you get? No, I'm kidding. You don't have to say it out loud.
Yeah, I can say it out loud.
Why? What? Why?
Because I got home, put the groceries away, then decided to take a nap, and woke up when my husband was like, Jumanji, cool. I left it on the table. I forgot to hide it.
Put the groceries away, keep the present just front and center.
Right? Like that pasta could have waited on the floor. I could have put the present away. But nope. Now he knows. It's not even he knows. I just was like, oh, I was going to hide that.
Did you play it off or did you tell him it was supposed to be a Christmas gift?
I told him it was supposed to be a Christmas gift and I was embarrassed and upset. And now I'm nowhere near started my Christmas shopping. I have to rethink the whole thing.
Are you still going to wrap it and be like, we have to wait to play it? Or are you just like, it's for us now?
No, I love surprises and it must be a surprise every single one. Otherwise it doesn't get wrapped.
Yeah, no Christmas spirit in that Jumanji game.
Nope, it's gone. If you're thinking about making a big change in your relationship status, you've got about 2 weeks left to do it, they say, before the acceptable time is up to do it before Christmas.
Who's they? What do you mean? Is like the official day?
Yeah, it's the official day. December 6th is dump day.
Wow.
So if you do not get out of the relationship you're in by December 6th, you are apparently the jerk. And you shouldn't break up with the person until after Christmas because Christmas presents are already bought. You're going to ruin their Christmas.
And I'm guessing this is kind of American-based too, with like American Thanksgiving coming up. So that's why you're not going to do it like this week or next week with like the holiday and everything.
Yeah, like you've already been invited. People have already bought the food for you, on and on. You've probably already got your plane tickets to wherever you're headed.
Yeah.
But there's another holiday coming up. So this like kind of buffer period is after Thanksgiving, but well enough before Christmas, they say.
Yeah, the little sweet spot in between. Obviously, Canadians, we probably have a bigger sweet spot in between since our holiday is a lot earlier on. But so I guess it's like make or break if you want to buy those presents or not for that special someone. Or if you want to save a couple bucks.
Yeah, I guess. And if you're wondering how your relationship is going, you can check on December 7th. If you're still in one, I guess it's going pretty good.
And I guess if you're questioning it, you should probably just do it. Good morning. Special guest in the studio today. We have the captain of the Oil Barons, Max McCoy, and the head coach and GM, Adam Manah. Big weekend, one game and one special event. Who you playing tonight, Max?
First off, thanks for having us. But we're playing Drayton Valley tonight. Big game tonight, standings wise.
Right on. Yeah, you guys are just kind of inching towards the top right now. So check them out, 7:30, Center Fireplace. And of course, after the game, you don't have a second one. Usually it's 2 at home. So you got another special event going on this weekend.
Yeah. No, obviously we have the food bank at the Dream Home. Just one of many ways that we try to volunteer and give back to the community. We also have the Snow Angels that we've been tasked with doing this year, and then we also are involved in the WITS program. So we're all over community involvement this year.
Awesome. So this coming Sunday with the food drive, you are going to be there, all your teammates.
Yeah. So I think we have 4 or 5 different groups. And it's of 3 different guys. So or 3 or 4, something like that. And so all the boys are they'll be there at one point or another throughout the day.
And head coach Adam, you're going to be there the whole time, right? Just supervising?
I'm not that popular, or at least as popular as the players are. So, but yeah, no, I'll be making an appearance as well. And like Max said, I mean, we just want to be involved in the community, and it's important. So we get a lot of support from everyone, coming to the games and stuff like that. So it's a good initiative for us to get back and make sure that we're doing our part as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Max, you growing up here and now being a part of the team, do you remember as a kid seeing like the Oil Bears, seeing Adam at like some of the when he played for the team? Do you remember just like kind of seeing and looking up to them?
I don't want to date my coach or anything like that, but I wasn't too old when he played. But it was no. I mean, I remember growing up. Obviously, you see them around the community. They do all various sorts of events, and it's obviously kind of cool to be on the other side of it now.
For sure.
To be clear, Max would have been 4 or 5 back when I played, but his dad dealt with me a little bit more in the dental chair and fixing my chiclets.
Our guests this morning are Max and Adam from the Oil Barons. They are going to be at the Oil Barons Dream Home, which is 141 Shalestone Place, this coming Sunday from 1 to 5, and they would love for you to come and say hello and bring a donation for the food bank.
Come Monday, we might be down one social media, Steph. And yeah, it's Twitter.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But down, like it's just going to disappear?
It's interesting. No one really knows what's going on right now, except for probably the man himself, Elon Musk. He just bought it for like billions of dollars or whatever.
44, yep.
Yeah, 44 million. Is that what it
44
was?
44 billion.
Billion?
Yeah.
Holy, whoa, my goodness. So he's recently just been trying to revamp the platform and do all these like new ideas just like radically at a time, like installing them within like hours, and so it's just been up and down, up and down, up and down, and the employees are hating it. That's worked for him, and I think they started around like 8,000 last week, and then now they're down to like 3,000 right now. And then apparently there's just like so many like leaks coming out on the platform on Twitter and other places where it's like, yeah, he sent an email out to like his remaining 3,000 employees, and it was basically like an ultimatum. It was like, are you down with Twitter 2.0? If not, we can fire you and you can get your severance type of thing. Like you can resign or we'll fire you, whatever way works, and get your severance. And apparently when that email came out a couple days ago, everyone was like, yeah, just give me my severance.
Wow.
And so like there's massive things going on in the world that like is going to affect the platform. For instance, the biggest sporting event in the entire world that only happens once every 4 years, it's literally the largest event in the world. The World Cup is happening in a day and a half, 2 days. It's going to break it. And all the designers, all the people that like keep the lights on, all the engineers, apparently they're all resigning. They're taking their severance. And so last night, everyone thought they would wake up to Twitter not working. And it's still here, but we'll see for how long.
Yeah, for sure. It's so interesting too, because I don't care about Twitter, but Twitter is your like stomping ground. Like you love it.
That's my sports hub.
Yeah, you talk to all your little sports people. You get all your sports information, and so to have it right before the World Cup is such an interesting thing for so many people just like you who have that fourth screen of Twitter going while they're watching the game.
Big time. I don't know where to like follow my sports people other than where it's just like text and form. I don't know. It's just very interesting. I wonder how does Twitter end too? Do you think if it ends, it's just going to be like you load up the app and there's just like one final tweet from Elon and be like, sorry, it died? Or does the app does it just disappear on your phone? Does it just not load?
Okay, here's my theory.
Yeah.
Elon has been working on a cloning system.
Oh.
And he is getting rid of all of his employees, and then he's going to clone himself 8,000 times to do all the work of them. And then it'll be just like not called Twitter anymore. It'll be called like Elon 8000.0.
You have been watching Black Mirror. That is grim. We'll see come Monday. It might be that. The whole Taylor Swift tour paired with Ticketmaster. What a saga to follow, Steph.
I know. And we chatted with Meredith, my friend from Nashville, on Wednesday, and she was in a queue for 9 hours, but managed to get 11 tickets amongst her and her friends.
Yeah.
And then yesterday we chatted with Nicole here in town.
And she was saying she's tried 2 or 3 times now, and she had the pre-sale code, she had everything in order, and she was going for the Vegas show, and she couldn't get tickets. Ticketmaster just kept flubbing it up.
Yeah. And then she was saying yesterday, she was like, I'm just crossing my fingers for the general ticket time when they're going to open it to the public, and hopefully she would be able to get tickets then.
And now that's not happening anymore. Ticketmaster came out last night essentially and said that they're canceling Friday's general public sale after seeing historically unprecedented demand at its pre-sale event. And you would think, like, with these pre-sale events, you think they would control it in a way where this wouldn't happen, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, for real. I mean, what they say, 2 million people, I guess, who logged on.
Let's see. 3.5 million people pre-registered for the pre-sale code, however that works. 1.5 million were given the promo code, a unique promo code, I would think, so you couldn't just spread it around to another million people. So they put 2 million people on a waiting list for a pre-sale. So our girl Nick was one of 1.5 million people that got that pre-sale code and try and log on. One of the guys who is a CEO high up at whatever Ticketmaster said 14 million people and bots tried to log on to the site on Tuesday to get tickets that day. And that's probably why it was closed. It broke for 7 hours or whatever.
Yeah, I wonder how Taylor Swift is feeling about all this. She hasn't tweeted anything or said anything out loud, but I'm just interested to know what she's thinking. If she's like, come on, Ticketmaster, get it together. Or if next time she puts out a concert, she's going to be like, I'm going to make my own ticketing platform, because that's who Taylor Swift is. She does everything by herself. So I wonder if she'll just make sure it works for her next time.
Well, let's see. This guy also said, the CEO high up dude said, we sold over 2 million tickets that day. We could have filled 900 stadiums. So if she sold 2 million tickets, average around, let's say 200 between, let's just say that's an average ticket price, $400 million. And so she probably could just start up her own ticketing platform and just be like, this is how you buy tickets for my shows in the future, and we're just going to do things this way, and just completely out Ticketmaster since they keep dropping the ball.
Do it, Taylor, do it.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.